you're like me, looking to buy your very first home, Andrew Walker, CEO of SA Property Investor Network, has the inside track.
So how does one get into the property market? The first thing is you've got to look at your affordability as a first-time buyer. And the biggest thing is you've got to make sure you can afford that bond. So first thing, my opinion, is first go to a bond originator or go straight to a bank like Absa Bank. Look at your financials. Make sure you can afford the property before you go choose the property and realize you can't actually get into the market.
But is there an increase in the number of first-time property buyers? And what is the impact of actually going to a financial institution?
Sure. So I've definitely seen an increase in first-time buyers. However, below the 1.5 million rand mark. What I find is anything about 1.5 going above 2 million especially, the market has started to slow down. But has first-time buyers gone up under 1.5? Absolutely yes. First of all, most people are forced to go to a bank and get a home loan. Here's the thing, if you understand what's really involved, if you understand all the hidden costs, things like transfer duty, transfer fees, bond attorney fees that I take for granted. I've met people that didn't know they had to pay transfer duty. So they go apply for the property and they realize, yes, they can get 100% bond, that's great, but they don't have the cash to pay for all the other fees. So these are the type of things that first-time buyers need to consider.
So what you're saying is the risk that's there is hidden costs.
Yeah, I mean, look, you know, are they really hidden? No, or is it maybe people aren't educated enough to ask the right questions or to read the fine print? They're getting 100% bond and they think that's it. Don't get me wrong, if you're buying from a developer, different story. Normally you'll pay or you'll get 100% bond, and yes, that includes all your fees. However, if I'm buying a second-hand home and it's above 900,000, there's transfer duty to pay. If I'm going for a bond, there's bond attorney fees to pay, and then I need a conveyancer to do the transfer for me.
So let's talk about considerations. I'm a first-time property buyer. I want to get into the marketplace. What do I need to look out for?
There's a few different things. First thing is we need to be looking at making sure that you don't overpay for the property. You understanding what's the true market value, because there's two types of valuations, an opinionated valuation and a true market value. You never want to buy based on opinion, you want to buy based on the true market value. And there are certain ways of how you can determine that. That's what we do at Sapin. The second thing is when you go and you look at the property, make sure you do a proper inspection. Walk around the property, look for subsidence, look over the neighbor's walls. Make sure that when you do buy the property that you're happy with your neighbors, right? When you walk through the property, most people, they walk in, they walk out, they make an emotional decision. Because remember, this is going to become your home. You don't want to go buy a property and 6 months later down the line, there's major damp issues and there's leaks. So just spend an extra 15, 20 minutes. In fact, even pay for a property inspector to go out to the property to inspect that property. So if you can be confident that you're buying at the right value and that the house is sound and you're happy with the neighborhood, that's a good starting point.
Hi, I'm Jen Sue, and you're watching Joburg Today.